What's up, crew? This is William here, coming at you from WilliamWesterlund.com. And as you can see, I'm shooting this video in a forest. And actually this is a forest where I was like playing around, running around when I was younger. I built tree houses and all this kind of stuff. So if you haven't guessed it already, I'm in my hometown in Gothenburg, which is the second largest city in Sweden. And I've been home over this weekend to run a race called Göteborgsvarvet or Gothenburg lap, whatever. It's a 21 kilometers race. So this was yesterday, so today I'm basically exhausted. And if you haven't noticed by my voice already, I'm also extremely tired and actually pretty stressed today as well, because I woke up and I realized that I only have a week before two of my big exams and I have a lot of work to do and also some unforeseen stuff coming up. But this led me to the topic of this video, because what I want to talk about today is having authority, like having authority over yourself and really being the master of your own self. So I'm gonna try to explain a little bit more what I mean, because I'm really trying to get down to here is the value of having a track record with yourself or a history with yourself. If you say that you aim to do something, you really follow through and do it. So as you notice, I'm just pumping out videos for these past couple of weeks, and what I decided to do a couple of weeks back was doing like a 30-day challenge, trying to put up a new video every day. And this is like a day where nothing is aligned. I pretty much feel like shit, but it's also the most important day that I actually go out and film this video, because I build a work ethic with myself, a relationship to myself, that's so important even when it comes to bigger stuff. So even though right now I'm only talking to a camera, probably just like 50 or 100 people watching or something like that, probably this video doesn't mean a lot, but in the long run, if I film this video or not will probably matter. At least I just think so. I think you can understand the value of really being accountable to yourself. But the question, like the practical question is, of course, how do you really build up to it? And the obvious response to that, of course, is that you do follow up on stuff you decide to do. On my wall at the moment, I'm probably gonna put this up on Instagram or something, I have like this big calendar. It's 30 days. And for every day I do a big cross on each day. Okay, so at the moment, and since I have a good like history with myself of being accountable to stuff I do, breaking that streak is worse than not going out and filming this video, even though I got shit tons of stuff to do. Okay, so that's a pretty powerful thing. So in this example, I utilized the tool of documenting it on the wall with like big crosses. And yeah, pretty much fucking up would be worse than not filming this video. Like the disappointment to yourself when you're coming home and I can't do that cross, you know, and you just take the whole shit down. One more thing that really helps is to have a clear vision of who you as a person, how you want to be in, like for example 10 years or 5 years or whatever. And personally, I really want to perceive myself, and I want others to perceive me as a person who really follows through. Because I think following through and just, you know, taking that action is so important in whatever you decide to do in life. I think it's one of the most important thing, you know, together with like with self-discipline and just being a go-getter, so to speak. So I think that's also another thing to like write down or whatever, just, you know, the vision of who you want to be, and also like set your values real clearly. So for example, me having this value, it would be so hard to break it, because then you know, one of my fundamental values would be pretty much just fucked. So that's two things, two of the most powerful tools I think you can use, both to like track it visually and just document everything, and the other thing is just to be clear about who you want to be as a person, be clear about your values. And the more you do this, you get into more like a winning streak. You know, doing this if you're just starting out is probably a lot harder, but as you do it more and more, it eventually becomes the norm to follow through and to persist and to do this kind of stuff, rather than the norm being just laying on the couch. And that's, so it pretty much, you know, it flips into a positive spiral after a certain level. So I think that's also important to remember, that it will get easier and it's a lot harder in the beginning. Yeah, so I just thought this would be a nice, good, quick video, and maybe to motivate some of you as well, if you maybe struggling with some of your challenges you're trying to set up, some of your goals. But hopefully, if you see me do this, I will see you do this, and you can drop a comment below or whatever. And yeah, pretty much we all do it together. We're all gonna make it, bruh. So yeah, see you in the next video.